Hi, everyone. Are you a mom that is struggling with letting go of the fear and anxiety around your adult child situation? Really being able to let go and take care of yourself? Let's talk about that today. And for those of you that are new here to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris, and I am a mom who walked a difficult road with my own daughter for over 10 years. And while her life spiraled, so did mine. The subject of fear is so prevalent, and I want to address really like some of the main things that you need to focus on when it comes to overcoming that fear. For those of you that have a strong faith, obviously, first and foremost, prayer is huge. In my opinion, in my faith, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, right? He wants our children, he wants our families, and so prayer is so powerful. Emotional health is so important because I promise you, emotional health is going to affect your physical health if you don't get it under control. And when I say emotional health, I mean anxiety and stress, all of these things. And you could say, well, what do I need to do in order to rid myself of some of that? Some of it is 100% within your control. And what I mean by that is by you taking a look in the mirror and thinking, okay, am I enabling? Do I have boundaries? How am I communicating with my child? Some of those things you do have control over. Now, you do not have control over, how your son or daughter is responding to you. You don't have control what they do, right? These are adult children. These are your adult kids. So boundaries, communication, all those things are super important, and you have control over what you decide to do. You have control over your responses. You have control over, not fearing, learning to not fear, their response to things. Because when you're comfortable in your own skin and you're feeling healthy and good because you're doing some self-care for yourself, all of these things are going to be so much easier. For me personally, when I was going through this, I got myself in such poor physical and emotional health that no matter what I tried, I didn't succeed. When I would start to make effort to try to do something better, I failed. Why? Because I wasn't here, and I was using alcohol as a crutch. I was abusing a substance. Some of you might be abusing food. Some of you might be shopping to excess, spending money. We all have our thing that we go to when we're triggered, when we're sad, when we're trying to escape reality, right? I encourage you to make those things positive. I want you to make those things something that you can run to that is going to be healthy for you and become a healthy habit, because whatever it is, good or bad, it is going to become a habit, whether you like it or not, right? And that's what happened to me. And so I just want you to know that taking a look at your boundaries, having control over what those look like, and if you need help creating the boundaries, that's where I come in and I can help you with that. But just knowing that that's a first step, and that's the start. How you communicate with your child, maybe whether it's in person or text or email, however you communicate with them, that can also have really make a huge difference in their response back to you sometimes, right? It depends where your son or daughter is at and what they've got going on in their own life. So the self-care piece, the emotional health, that has to come first in order for you to even follow through with your boundaries you create. You and I could work together and I could set up all these boundaries for you, but you're not going to implement them until you are ready to start taking care of yourself. So if that's you and you are ready and you say, yeah, I need to get some accountability, I need someone to walk through this season of life with me, because I don't know about you, but it was the hardest season I've ever lived through. And I didn't have anybody walking through this season with me, not the way I do it with moms, and which is why I do what I do. And so I would be honored to walk through this most difficult season with you. And if that's you and we've never chatted before, the first step always is the discovery call. If you and I have already talked, you can feel free to email me. But if we've never talked, that discovery call is the first step. And so that is really for moms who are ready for change, who really want some assistance, they want some help, they want to know what their options are. I'm here. I'm here to talk to you about all of those things when you're ready to know that you want more for yourself. Okay. So I look forward to talking to you soon, and I'll see you next time.